Hi, and welcome back to episode 13 of Pilates Flows at Atlantis, a series where I will demonstrate and give you the tools to do the series that I post on Instagram. Now let's get started. So in today's episode, we'll be doing a no spring abdominal and hamstring series that I posted on Instagram. It will consist of 3 different abdominal exercises. Now, let's get the reformer set up. Take off all the springs and make your way down onto the carriage on your back. Bring your heels onto the deck below the foot bar, hip width distance, and your tailbone to the bottom edge of the carriage. Start with your arms extended up to the ceiling, legs fully extended out. Press down through your heels and bend your knees to carriage back in. At the same time, lower your arms by your side and try to tap the deck with your fingertips as you come into a crunch. For the second variation, start with one leg extended out over the foot bar, the opposite fingertips behind the ears. As you pull the carriage in, draw the lifted knee towards your chest. Bring the opposite elbow across to tap the knee, coming into a crossbody crunch before extending back out. Remember to crunch up before you twist so that you do not hit the shoulder blocks. The third variation will be exactly as the second, with the exception of the lifted leg stays straight the entire time. As you pull the carriage in, lift your leg up to the ceiling, bring the opposite elbow across to tap the knee, coming into your crossbody crunch. Again, start by crunching forward first before you bring the elbow across so that you do not hit the shoulder blocks. Alright, and that will be it for today's episode. Now remember, for that first exercise, we came down onto our backs on the carriage. We brought our feet up onto the deck, hip width distance, heels down on that deck, the actual feet flex back towards you. To perform the first exercise, we slow the carriage all the way out to straight legs and reach our arms up to the ceiling. Then as we carriage back in, we came into a crunch, reaching your hands by your side to tap that deck. Now, if you had a hard time actually reaching the deck with your fingertips, remember to actually bend the knees all the way in, so you're carriaging all the way down, or you might need to scoot your butt all the way down to the very bottom edge of that carriage. Then for our second abdominal variation, we came into a single leg version. So we kept one heel down on the deck, we extended the other leg long out over the foot bar. We had one set of fingertips, the opposite set of the leg extended behind our ear. To perform the move, again, we carriage back in. At the same time, we brought that knee in and did a little crossbody crunch, tapping your elbow to your knee before carefully extending back out, reaching that extended leg over the foot bar and coming all the way back down onto our back. Then for our third variation, we did the same thing, but instead of a knee bend, we kept that leg straight. So again, we started to carriage in. At the same time, we carefully lifted our leg straight up to the ceiling, bringing that elbow across to tap that knee again before slowly carriaging back out. Again, both shoulders down, that top leg came back down over the foot bar. Now, if you enjoyed the video or if you learned something, please leave me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.